We understand an upside-down world, but they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is gonna fix all this? We will, because our future is the future. So we're going to build bridges and hospitals in a day, and feed those left in the cold. We're going to do all this and more, because we have an appointment with destiny.
What's happening, sports fans? We welcome you back to another episode of San Diego Prep Insider. This is going to be one of the, I think, better fashion-based episodes of Prep Insider. The team that you will see is here with us. Has what I would say is a short list candidate for best uniforms in San Diego. They would say, we're a baseball team. Please talk about that, what we're doing, and not how we look. Talk about how we've been playing. So, let's get to know them a little bit more. It's the Morris Tigers. Guys, hello. Thank you for being here. Let's go left to right, please. And can I get name, grade, and position from everybody? And then, Coach, I always say either what grade you would be in at this point, if you know the math on that, or how long you've been at the school.
All right. My name is Dallas Booker Jr. I'm a 12th grader right now, and my current position is right field.
I like the enthusiasm on your 12th grader right now. Like you got grades still to go. I like it.
Yeah. My name is Miguel Gigi. I'm a sophomore, 10th grade, and my main position is catcher.
My name is Moises Davison. I play outfield, specifically center field. I'm in 9th grade right now, and I also play middle infield.
Can you please fill in for everybody the absolute horror? Like we're going to put it on the poll and have a not laugh at your misery, but we're going to all commiserate with you on how that happened.
Oh, the hand?
Yeah.
So I got hit when I was pulling back on a bunt.
So yeah, we're gonna put two things on the poll at SD Prep Insider on Twitter and Instagram is where you can find the polls from these shows. And we're going to put the first one on the poll is breaking your finger on an attempted bunt the worst possible thing, yes or no? And then we'll quote tweet that with, and having it called a foul, is that an even worse possible thing? Because that feels like no good came of that moment, and now you're in a cast. And we close to, how much longer do we got on that?
4 more weeks. I'm getting it off 2 weeks from now, and then after I get it off, they're going to put a
so
splint
just
on
in
it.
Time for playoffs.
Yeah.
Nice. Love it. All right, let's keep going down the line.
My name is Marcus Gonzalez. I'm a senior, and I play third base, and I'm a pitcher.
And you get the big hits.
Yes, I do.
You get the big hits. And you had a shout-out that you wanted to get to, so let you get to your shout-out.
Shout out to Team California Baseball. Represent, you know.
Fair enough. Let's keep going.
My name is Alex Leyva. I'm a shortstop, and class of 24. I'm a junior.
Can I just say that based off of how you dress, if I had to pick what position, I would most likely say shortstop.
Yeah, most likely.
So what is it? Is it why do shortstops like the bling, the look? Like what is it just you got to have that level of confidence to play the position?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I like the jewelry, I always rock it. So
let's walk us through what you got.
So right now I got a letter A for my name, Alex, and then I got a glove right here, baseball glove. Play baseball.
Pretty literal so far.
Yeah, pretty literal.
Nothing that's like just super deep and metaphorical. We're just sticking with.
Yeah.
My name is Alex and I play baseball. Love it.
I'm Diego Sesma. I play outfield. I'm a 12th grader, and I also pitch, and I play first base.
So you should have just said what you don't play. I like that. Yes.
Oh, thanks. Shortstop.
Team captain. Yes.
Let me get this one. That's my face. My name is Dallas Booker, senior. I've been the head coach at Morris for 7 years. I've been there for a total of 10 years, but this is my 7th season as head coach.
So we are just now we're at the midway point-ish, I feel like, maybe in the season. Some teams got more rather than others with the rain and all that, but tournaments are finishing up, and now we're talking about league and everything like that. So for you guys, because I think I know where I would answer, but I also know that sometimes the team is more critical upon themselves. If you had to grade it kind of 0 to 100, how happy are you with where you're at this season? What is this team feeling right now? What are the vibes?
Yeah,
about a 70?
A little less.
Yeah, like a 70, 60.
So where's that coming from?
I feel like as a team we're at like a 5, making a lot of errors. But we're coming together with some hits. So I just feel like longer through the season we'll come together as a team just getting used to playing together. It's a young team, so we got to just get used to the new bodies.
So you say young team. We have, what, 2 sophomores and a freshman here with us, and all of them getting playing time. And
I believe we only have 3 seniors starting, or 2 seniors starting, I believe.
So for the juniors and seniors, what, like, is it just, like, how have you been? Because obviously, like you said, new guys, and you've had to gel a little bit, but you haven't, like, you're not 0-13. Like, you haven't not, like, you're getting there. You feel like you're getting more confident. Yeah, like, you feel like, yes, you're at a 5 or a 7 or whatever, but the best is ahead of you, and that things are, like, these kids are starting to, once they realize to pull their hands back on a ball that's inside, they're starting to pick up the varsity speed of the game, and you feel like, hey, like, we're gonna be fine the rest of this year. Where do you guys have the bar set for the rest of the year?
I feel like once we glue together, I mean, nothing can stop us. We're dominant in all positions. We got arms, we have bats, we got everything. I just feel like just gluing that together will just be the last factor. So
what's left to get that to glue together? Is that, like, you got a team kind of up on the schedule in the next couple games that you're like, hey, Mira Mesa, San Ysidro, UC, or something like that? Like, we want that we need that win to prove it to ourselves? Or is it just internally, like you said, we need to just stop committing errors and getting out of our own head? Like, what's the remedy for this season?
Yeah, I think it's just errors and getting out of our own head, and then just getting these injuries, like kids with injuries, back. Just that would help us glue our team back together. And through league, we should be able to just stay strong and finish at the top of the league for sure.
So, yes, 7-6, not necessarily, it sounds like, entirely happy with it, but some of those wins have been walk-offs and come from behinds, and it feels like, at least in terms of the intangibles and some of that clutch factor, you guys have maybe what it takes to, like you said, if you get to the playoffs, don't count us out. We're a good baseball team because we know how to perform in the big moments.
Yeah, that's truly what we all believe. We believe we're the best team out there in San Diego, and we come in every day thinking we're the best ever, and once we get in our head with that first error, that's usually when the down point is in the game. And as long as we can eliminate that, then we're going to be straight for the rest of the season. And going into league, we're for sure real confident in our ability to glue together, like Marcus said, and become more of a team than we ever were, even more than last year.
In league, who's the, or maybe in general, who is the rival right now? Because Morse technically and Lincoln are, like, as schools rivals, but I'm sure that you guys as a program have someone that is your rivals, and I love those more than the school versus school rivals.
Well, I say Mission Bay and San Ysidro is one of our little rivals as a team right now. You know, those are the teams we're gonna win, you know.
That's the bad blood right now.
Yeah. That's who's on paper, but in our
because that got a smile out of Coach when I said who's the rival right now. So there's one game that I'm feeling like you look forward to every year.
Well, I agree with Mission Bay, but Alex Leva, he has some buddies on
San Ysidro, yeah.
So that's like a personal, rival for him.
They also are coming for the throne of best pinstripes.
Yeah.
I mean, everywhere we go, we get compliments. Everybody love our jerseys.
Well, you guys have more of the like, that's traditionally cool. Right. Theirs is a little more edgy, cool, like the yellows and the blues and the pinstripes and the black pant. Yeah. Like, it's very much like if somebody went into the show and was like, I got to just create the team that, like, these are gonna pop online, and everyone looks at that, they're like, that's cool, but I wouldn't go with that, but that's cool. Like, so yeah, and I get it.
I think one jersey with pinstripes is enough. When you get to 2, 3, and 4,
I'm fine with that. Because those aren't pinstripes; those are tiger claws on those little scratch marks that you got going on in there. Deal.
Yeah. So try to go with a cut off look, old school vibe, and represent our neighborhood. And
I don't hate it.
Switch it up a little bit.
So, Coach, for you this year, obviously, we could talk about what are you feeling for this game or this pitching matchup or something like that, and you guys are more than welcome to throw it back out the door. So I would trust that you can make that throw.
Yeah.
But for you, where is this in the broad scheme of, like, the game plan at Morse? Like, we're still moving forward. It feels like every year you've been getting closer and closer to playoff success the last couple of years. But in terms of your report card, self-grading wise, how are you feeling?
Well, this year has been a very difficult year. Like Marcus said, we've been hit with injuries. Miguel broke his foot like a week before the season started. boy fractured his finger. We had a kid, tear a hamstring.
Chris Marquez.
We just
Shout out Chris Marquez.
Shout out
Way to
Chris
do.
Marquez. Yesterday's
Attaboy.
game.
Yeah, he injured himself yesterday, so he's out for at least a week. We don't know when we'll get him back. That's our cleanup hitter and one of our starting pitchers, and that's where we've been hurt the most as far as like starting pitching. So, hey, when we call on kids though, you got to do the job. So I don't care if you're second on the depth chart, third. When we put you in, we expect you to execute and succeed. So, I think we'll be okay. League is very important, and this is the right time to hit our stride. And we start with Mira Mesa on Tuesday.
And Mira Mesa, let's see, I got too many windows open here to remember which one the schedule's on. All right, so Mira Mesa, San Ysidro, Mira Mesa, UC, Valhalla, Mission Bay, San Diego, Canyon. Like, that's not necessarily a cakewalk for anybody in San Diego to have to still kind of run that gauntlet. What do you need to see in terms of like, hey, we need to win half these, we need to win 3/4 of these, we need to at least win the ones at home? Like, where are you judging it that you're going to be like, all right, let's just get there, and then the rest of the clutch factor and everything will take care of itself in the playoffs?
Well, last year in league, we came in second place. There was a two-way tie at first with Mission Bay, who were the eventual Division IV champions, and La Jolla. So we split with both of them last year. And, last year was our first time in this league, and, we held our own. So I believe that we can go in the league and, take it all, if we play our game, Like I said, we've been hit with injuries, more as a freshman. But he was one of our starting pitchers. He threw a no-hitter in his first start of the year, or high school career, I should say. And, he broke his or fractured his finger against Chula Vista. So, we won't have him for league. But, we just need kids to step up and fill in the gaps, And I believe in all our kids, so I think we'll have a very good chance of winning the league this year.
For the younger guys in the room, what has the experience been like for this team being on varsity?
It's mixed emotions sometimes. Like yesterday, I had my first high school pitching for an inning. It was I was nervous because it was
scared?
a little scary, a little jitters,
Did you hit the first batter?
No.
That's always my recommendation. Just peg the first guy as hard as you can.
The third batter I
just
pegged.
stare at him, get it out of the way.
You already said
Yeah, the third batter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I threw a curveball, hit him right there on the back of the leg, but yeah.
On
No,
0-2 count. 0-2 count.
No, I know. Now, look, hey, this is me fully advocating for violence, blood in the streets here on this one. You go after him with as hard of a fast, a curveball low in the leg does not strike terror. That's a mislocation. A fastball in the back is a decision. Just keep that in mind going forward.
Yeah, but other than that, it's been good. It's been, it's been chilling. Like it's a fun experience having older people with more experience, taking me under their wing and showing me more about baseball that I didn't really understand.
Because it's a jump, no matter how much travel or whatever you played at age 12 or 13. Jumping up to that varsity is
because
coming a little faster.
Coming from travel ball into high school my freshman year, I thought I was a good catcher, and then when we did our drills with catchers, I didn't know what was going on. They didn't teach me none of the things that Morris taught me. From travel ball until now, I've learned a lot about catching, things I never even knew, first and thirds, all that stuff. Travel ball doesn't really teach you that much. They just do the simple drills ground balls, go to one, all that.
We should throw out the disclaimer that we are not indicting all travel balls.
Well, my travel ball.
You bring up something that is a consistent undercurrent for a lot of the discussions that we have in this room, is that it can be a bit of a drop-off, that you can have some really well-intentioned or sometimes some bad-intentioned people, but you can have some people that want the best for, hey, I'm out there, we're going to make this team happen, we're going to put some all-stars together, but just aren't necessarily people that experienced college or AA or whatever baseball, so they just don't know the foundational stuff sometimes. And it's like you don't know what you don't know, and you're not we are in no way, shape, the camera's there. I always forget the camera's right there. We're not indicting anybody specifically. This is just a discussion of it's a step up on the playing side and also on the coaching side.
Yeah, it's a big difference from travel ball and actual high school baseball. The situational, it's a way different ball game out there. But yeah, other than that, high school season's it's fun. it's been good.
I'm curious for you guys, and this is a again one of the most open-ended possible questions because I maybe don't even know what I'm asking, but like maybe 25 years ago, the only way to really cover a high school team or get coverage as a high school team was in the newspaper and like a little bit of TV, and then it became all like KUSI and the local TVs also do it, and then it started to become like there's the internet, and now we fast forwarded to you guys have your own podcast as a team. You guys have an Instagram and a TikTok and a Twitter. Or do you have or you have Instagram and Twitter? I know that. But like, you are not reliant upon just being like, oh, we have this cool thing going on this year, and we have to wait for the media to come find us. So, for you, Coach, maybe the question is, what was the decision-making process to spend time and effort and attention on social media? And for you guys as players, maybe the question is, I feel like maybe you care about that account more than any of like this type of account or whatever giving you guys any love. And do you think that that's like the future of sports is just believe it, we're going to do it ourselves. We'll put out our own videos. We'll do our own everything. Like it feels like you guys are kind of at the beginning of a generation there that's like kind of changing the way that all of this is done and largely making me irrelevant, which is cool. And I love it. So, Coach, maybe you want to answer first while you guys can think about it, but.
Well, we're not trying to get rid of you.
No, I love it. The less that I have to feel like, oh crap, I didn't get to that game, so it will not get covered properly because nobody was there with a quality enough anything. Much better for me.
I think everybody has their place as far as what goes on social media, and the legendary high school football coach Charles James from UC in San Diego High. That's one of my buddies, and when I first took over, I believe he was still at San Diego High at the time, and he encouraged me to promote our program on social media. And at first I was against it, but I started to pay attention to what he was doing, and so I took a shot at it, and every year we're trying to add more to our program, and I just think that with the podcast this year, it'll highlight these young men, on the internet and social media and stuff that kids from North County or East County or wherever would not know about our program. But I get friend requests from kids from other high schools all the time. I'm like, man, you don't even go to Morris. Why would you care about what we're doing? But
that is him hinting at illegal recruiting.
Right.
Get him, Commissioner. No, can I say dope to hear that? I think you are saying what I think all coaches should hear is take things from people. If you like it from somebody, that doesn't have to be just Coach James's thing. Like, be like, hey, shit, that works for him.
Right.
Hell yeah, I'll copy that and works for me.
Right.
So I'm glad that that's working out. Secondly, a small part of me was about to start cracking up because you said the words legendary football coach and you're wearing Morse. And somehow I was like, if he says Tracy McNair told him to do social, I am gonna lose it and have to
wait, hold on.
BS on this man right now because of that.
Wait.
I'm glad we're all laughing at that. I'm glad because I was okay. That answers my question. We're good on that.
Look,
hey, Tracy's a legend.
Yeah, Tracy, yes.
And also, I'll say, Tracy, I see you running out there on the sideline still. He can. That guy's still an athlete.
Oh,
like
Coach,
that.
Hey, if you see Coach McNair in the weight room, you'll be impressed. And I just want to give props to Coach McNair. He's our head football coach. He's the
he's a legend. And I wasn't taking a shot at him, but that was a joke for this room and this room only, and for you, Trey. But I would also say though. You talk about the podcast getting you a chance to get these kids out there. I would think that, and maybe this is when we can transition over to you guys, is does doing all of this make it easier to get more kids interested in baseball? Make more kids want to play for more, make more kids want to try. Like, this has to just be universally good for you guys, right? Like, you like having your own social. Who runs the social for you guys? I do. Coach. You do all the video recording and editing, or do we have a kid that helps out with that?
Well, Marcus Gonzalez's mom, she helps out with taking the pictures. you know, we encourage all the boys to get, you know, a girlfriend, a friend, whoever it is to record their at bats. Or some of these guys got girlfriends. You know,
Well, I like the encouraging to get him a girlfriend, because all my high school football coach just did was laugh at me when the thought was ever brought up, and you know, so no, it's nice. I'm glad that you're there for the boys.
We have a lot of discussions when it comes to them and girls and stuff, but like I said, in 2023, you know, social media can be a big vehicle for.
So you guys like having it, yes?
Yeah.
What does the account do for you guys? It gets you recognition on campus and
more exposure, like out there. You know, we get our name out there. Like people don't think like we could like win games, baseball games, but now that they're seeing us coming out, like
because people kind of have a fixed image of
they
what
have a
Morris
fixed
is,
image.
right? Like there's like
they have an image on.
It's
They
that portion of the room.
Yeah.
Is what I'm thinking the external perception of it is. For you guys, as a podcast, what do we do? Like, walk people through what the podcast is and how people can consume it, and what the idea and everything is behind it.
So the idea behind it is, I'll be honest, I'm a big fan of what you do, and it was inspirational, basically. And I said, you know what? I think it'd be cool if we had our own podcast. And one of our former players, Edwin Alba, he helps us record, and he edits everything. And to be honest, we were supposed to record our second episode today, but we had to reschedule. So
it's a crossover episode.
Yeah, so
I will send you the file, and you guys can upload it
cool.
on your end as well.
Sounds good. But our podcast is on our YouTube page. It's Tiger Baseball, and we have it's called Tiger Talk. Thank you, Diego. But we have games from the past, present right now, and we have our podcast on there. So it's just to highlight what these boys are doing.
Do we have a fixed host of it out of you guys, or is it going to be a rotating, revolving door?
No, I wanted the boys to focus on baseball.
Okay.
So we have two students, Dorian. What's Dorian's last name? Drake and Kyle Fisher. They're the two hosts. And,
Well, shout out Dorian and Kyle.
Yeah, they both play football, and Dorian plays lacrosse right now also. But so they're the hosts.
So they're doing okay as the propaganda arm for the team.
Yeah,
we have no criticism and critiques for them.
No, the energy was definitely there for sure, especially from Kyle. Kyle's just like Kyle's one of those dudes. He walks in the room, you just start laughing because he's just that funny.
I like it. I love it. Guys, we really appreciate you coming in, spending a bunch of your time here. I know that you have infinitely better things to do, like literally record your own podcast. And I dropped the ball on that. I apologize. For the seniors in the room, this is one of the loaded, open-ended questions. Just only one senior?
No,
yeah. What do you guys want the legacy for the class of 2023 to be? And I know that's something that I didn't prep you on anything. I just because I want the honest, just sort of what bubbles up first in terms of anything, how you want to answer that. There is no right or wrong way to answer it. But what do you want the class of 2023 to leave behind?
State championships, state championship ring, CIF ring. We just want to be part of that group where you look at where you see them, you know who their names are, and you know who was a part of that team, a part of that. Like right now, slow start, but picked it up, and we just want to be remembered in our community.
Yeah, every day at my dad's house, I see that ring sitting in that case in the hallway. It's like I want some too, bro. It's like I want to win CIF and state. I want to at least leave something behind for the school to remember.
That sucks. Yeah, no, I endure that myself personally. My wife had significantly more success at the high school level than I did. I got that one. What did I say?
You see it.
But because it's not a CIF ring, it doesn't count in the argument. And because she didn't get the chance to play Division I sports, it's like apples to always been frustrated. So yes, I know that jealousy. If you sit there looking at that high school CIF
I'm not
ring.
jealous.
Oh, okay. The frustration of like it's.
Well,
look, you don't have to own up to it publicly. I'll say I'm the one that's jealous. But yeah. No, I feel you though. Do you wear it a lot? You rub it in?
No, I actually don't. The only time I wear it is like to homecoming, maybe.
Okay, fair enough.
And other than that, I just want to
Homecoming is something that Morris
functions.
does real well in the
Yeah.
community,
Yes.
actually, compared to a lot of other schools.
We have a rich history when it comes to sports. And Morris is known for football, track, basketball, but our goal is to put our name on the map too.
Yeah.
So we can be discussed with those.
Yeah, let's move
those
past.
teams.
I mean, I love Adam Jones, but let's just move past him being the only person identifiable with the program.
Well, you know what? No, we have Quentin Berry. He went to Morris.
That's true. That's true.
He's a first base coach for the Milwaukee Brewers. We have Mark McLemore. He played 19 years in the league.
McLemore was a Morris graduate. Son of a gun.
Yeah. Bruce Billings. He just got hired by the Cubs organization. He's a pitching coach in the minor league system. We had Sam Horn. He played for the Red Sox and the Orioles. So, we had some guys in the league. And to be honest with you, like Quentin Berry was it tryouts or one of our practices or something like that. They
No, the people actually come back. Like you guys have had an amazing alumni participation. Yes,
yeah.
And that's and fun and inspiring and cool. Like, or what do you take away from learning from someone like those guys?
I personally wasn't there, but I know
That's one of these just to any and all of you. Like, that's kind of be kind of cool, just getting to even be around and pick the brain of someone like that that's played that much baseball. Yes? No? Yeah? Fair enough. They're tired. We'll let them go take a nap. We'll catch up with them come playoff time. Get your hand healthy, and then remember.
pull that thing away.
Pull back.
Pull it away.
Take it in the back. Or turn in the front, just not in the hands. Anywhere but there. Talk to you next time, sports fans.